We run that 111 front shop.
I've got stuff at home with the name.
Hug it out, people.
It's an island.
Move to my right.
Well, we got that. Jeanette will take care of us.
Is this room here?
Yeah, probably is. But I'll put that stuff up because I don't like Jerry Costello anyway.
Well, I like him as a person, but he voted for him.
Let me tell you how I vote.
Well, I know.
You guys died first.
I worked at the Navy base when they were going over.
Can you guys hear me now? Yeah! All right.
This is a Verizon connection.
Okay, would everybody please stand if you're not already standing for our national anthem?
Rex.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Can you hear me now? Good.
We just
Now, would you please remain standing? We're going to say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, God.
Now you tell me.
Green is the new red.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Did you see the sign that green is the new red?
Well, thank you all very much for coming out today. Now, who's fired up and happy as hell to be here? Now, I understand that a few people out here might be gun owners. Is that right? Yeah, I didn't think I was misinformed about that. Now, my name's John Burns, by the way, but we're here today to celebrate the one-year anniversary of the Tea Party movement, and it's because of all of you that we're here today. Now, a year ago, we started a war to return our freedom back to the people. And today is a watershed moment, because now we're moving on. We're transitioning to a new part of the movement. In 2008, that was a little rough. Thank you, Ed. Now, is that working now?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, 2008 was a watershed moment because the United States...
You got to talk right into it.
Now, how is that? All right. Now, 2008 was a watershed moment in America because we witnessed the election of the first socialist president of the United States of America. That's right. Now, we kind of had the wind knocked out of us for a minute, but then we put on our work boots and we went to work. And a year ago today, we had our first Tea Party. But as I said, we began a war against tyranny. But we're a long ways from the end of that war. Now today isn't the beginning of the end. Today is the end of the beginning. And today marks an important moment in our movement as we transition. Whereas before the Tea Party movement was about sounding to the alarm, today is about rallying the troops and preparing for electoral battle.
Yeah!
2010 will also be an important year because it will mark the time when patriots like you brought down dozens of socialist clowns from elected office.
Not more than dozens.
And totally destroyed the agenda of the first socialist president of America.
Yeah!
2010 is the year that we fight back and win back our freedom. Now what I'd like to do is I'd like to introduce the heads of the Tea Party youth movement to say a few words. Lyda Loudon and Cole.
Hey, I'm Lyda Loudon, and this is Cole Campbell, and we're the co-founders. Okay. And we're the co-founders of Tea Party Youth.
We just wanted to let you know what we've been up to. We currently launched our website, teapartyyouth.org. We have about 1,200 people on our Facebook group, Tea Party Youth, and we just got a Twitter, which is also Tea Party Youth. So we'd appreciate it if you showed your support in those venues.
Great seeing you all out here having a great day, and God bless America.
You're getting all these guys upset over here.
All right. Okay. We'll see if this works now. All right, now, as I said, 2010 is the turning point for this war for freedom and against the first socialist president of the United States and his team of circus clowns. But this victory can't be achieved without sacrifice.
Hey, you're insulting the circus clowns. Knock that off.
They got a union too.
But as I said, we're in a war for our freedom, and this victory can't be achieved without sacrifice. This war is part of our lives now, and there's no turning back. We're going to be fighting this war for a long time. And as I said, now it's time to put on our work boots and go out and work. Now each one of you should be donating a minimum of 10 hours per week to defeating a socialist candidate, or donating a minimum of 10 hours a week to defeating a socialist ballot initiative. This movement relies on people power. And I know it's a lot to ask, but these socialists have been fighting a similar war against us for decades. And if we don't stand up and fight, and fighting means getting politically active on a permanent basis, if we don't stand up and fight, they're going to win. And each of you will have to ask yourselves, which is a greater sacrifice? 10 hours per week or death panels? 10 hours per week or the indoctrination of your children? 10 hours per week or crushing taxation and debt? 10 hours per week or the socialist control over every area of our lives? Now, some of you may have heard about Proposition A, the Metro tax. It's on the ballot in St. Louis County this April 6th. Now, this is a perfect example.
Should have written it on your hand.
I apologize, I don't have a teleprompter. But Proposition A is an example of a socialist ballot initiative that would be perfect to fight against. That's why we we started the citizen